Today we're going to be talking about this tiny little product I have called the SendIt plug.
3, 2, 1, time.
Hey shooters, I'm Joe Lowley from Precision Match Timer and Precision Match Gear. And I have this little product that I made, and I've been torture testing it for a few months now with some people. And everything looks good on it. So I'm going to be selling it. And I just wanted to explain a little bit about it, how to install it and things like that. And I call it the SendIt plug. You can see it right here. Even though I call it the SendIt plug, you really also need the Brandt Ocular housing. It's kind of just a little interface between the two that makes sure that the fiber optic cables from the Brandt housing stay on the SendIt level itself. There's 3 cables that go into it, and sometimes they can individually come out, or it's just a pain when you are going back and forth changing a battery or something like that. So let's get in close and I'll show you what I mean. All right, so what I have here is the SendIt level. I have it mounted on a 90-degree down, and then I have the Brandt built ocular housing, which goes around the ocular of your scope, and then has fiber optic cables going back to a custom housing unit that replaces the one on the SendIt level. So when you turn it on, the fiber optics show right under here. I have another video I've done on this reviewing it. I absolutely love it, and you know, I use it on both of my competition rifles. So normally you have these 3 individual fiber optics that go into the 3 tubes of this aluminum housing. So instead, because what happens is, if you have to take this off to switch between rifles, if you have to take it off to change the battery, which is inside here, you will have to pull all these off, and then you'd have to pull this off here to change your battery. So instead, what I have designed is this little interface here, and I call it a plug. And basically, it takes those 3 holes and it makes it into one singular plug. So now you can just take it and you plug it in. These don't come off. They're very difficult to pull off. This is a 3D printed, but it's a rubberized material called TPU. And it also then stays on the aluminum housing very well. And that's all you have to do is pull it off, change your battery, and then you plug it back on. Now this was my prototype. That's why it's in gray. And I even have a T on there so that it says top. So that I make sure I put it on the right way. Although it'd be difficult to accidentally put it on the wrong way, but I did mark it that way. The one I'm selling is a black one, so that it looks better, and it has a little logo on the top, so you can put that always at the top or always at the bottom, whatever you want to do. But I am selling it in black. This is just the prototype version of it. Now, one of the things that I want to show is when you first get it, here's some more fiber optic cable here, and when you first get it, it's tough to push in there. Okay, it's tight on purpose because you want it to stay in there. And what I have discovered is if I can get it started, if I just push it in a little bit and I take some pliers, some needle nose pliers, and I just grab it, I have a better purchase on it, and I can slide it in a little bit better. And then you do that for all 3 of them, and then they're easily plugged back in. So this is my black one. Let me see if I can put this back on quickly. once they've been in and out a few times, like this one, it's not too bad. And then you just plug it in, and that's the final look, and that's all it is. It's a very simple little product, but the people who have used it absolutely love it. And I also sell it pretty cheap. It's only 10 bucks. So let me know if there's anything else I could do to explain this a little better, but that's basically all it takes. There is a chance that over time these holes will waller out a little bit if you take it on and off a lot. I don't see it happening very often, but there is a chance that could happen. One other issue is you see these little tubes that stick out of this aluminum housing. It seems that at some point the Brandt built ones sometimes are short. They must have had a run of them that were very, very short. And when people tried to use it on those ones that were really short, it's just not going to stay on. There's just not a lot that I can do about that. So if you happen to have that run where they're really pretty short, you know, you may have issues. But most of the ones I have seen, every one that I have personally used and all the ones I sent out to people have not been a problem, but I have seen one or two of them. And I don't know if it was a run of them that was that way or if it was just a few examples that were that way. So just to let you know, there may be an issue with some of them and there's not much we can do about that. But anyway, precisionmatchgear.com.